between the Green Wave of Abington and the Lady Pirates of Hull. Abington High School and all visiting teams are committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition in athletics. Please do your part by showing respect to every spectator, athlete, coach, and official involved in tonight's contest. And now for the starting lineups. For the Lady Pirates at forward, number 10, junior forward, Bridget Fleming. At forward, number 13, junior captain, Lucy Peters. At forward, number 0, senior, Ciara DeShiro. At guard, number 55, senior, Haley Vanderden. And at guard, number 5, senior captain, Nina Tiani. Hull is coached by Dan Dahill and assisted by John Hawes. Starting for the Green Wave, at guard, number 30, sophomore, Ella Williamson. At guard, number 25, sophomore, Rebecca Ricks. At guard, number 12, junior, Sarah Devaney. At forward, number 14, senior captain, Olivia McGuire. And at forward, number 22, senior captain, Sydney Brundage. Abington is coached by Dan Norton and assisted by Jenny Warden. Please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, basketball fans of all ages, hello and welcome into the gymnasium here on the campus of Abington High School for tonight's girls varsity basketball matchup. It is a South Shore League clash. The Hull Pirates coming to town to face the Abington Green Wave. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. Tonight, I am joined alongside for the first time by James Madden. James, should be a good one. Student section out in full force. Should be a very entertaining game here tonight.
Yes, it should. The Hull Pirates, Abington, the boys team played last night. It was a great one. I'm expecting the same thing tonight. Hull always has a good girls program, and there's definitely a lot of energy in the gym. I want to give a special shout out to the Abington Green Wave superfan, Eddie Riley, as he's leading the student section tonight. So it should be a fun one, entertaining one. Great game on a Tuesday night.
It's been a flawless changeover, I must say, from the student section from the fall that was led by Ryan Tobin over to the starting quarterback of the football team, Eddie Riley, here for the winter season.
It has. I mean, they've both done a great job to show their Green Wave pride.
Well, back tonight for the Green Wave, Olivia McGuire. She's in to take the opening tip against Ciara DeShiro. DeShiro tipped it, but it is the Green Wave with the opening possession. Ella Williamson hands to Sarah Devaney, over to Sydney Brundage. Brundage to the corner for Williamson. Her three is off the rim. The rebound to McGuire, passes baseline to Brundage down low. Brundage fouled, and it will be an inbounding foul 22 seconds into the first quarter. Pirates wearing their visiting royal blue jerseys and shorts, white trim around the gold numbers lettering. The Green Wave in their home white jerseys and shorts with green outline around the white numbers and lettering. The shot didn't go. Hull now has their first possession of the game. It is Haley Londergan, the senior guard, number 55. Pump fakes, works her way in, puts up a bad angle shot off the top of the backboard. Williamson taps it out of play. Hull will inbound just inside half court. Well, it's been a mishmash of rosters recently, James, whether close contact or a positive test. But the Green Wave have battled through it. They had a couple of games postponed. They get McGuire back tonight. The Pirates are without one of their senior captains, not senior captains, a sophomore captain, Catherine Orpin, tonight. The class of 2024 guard. Be interesting to see how the Pirates make up for her loss. Williamson attempted layup, blocked but fouled. She'll be at the line for 2 shots.
So I talked to Coach Norton before the game. He said he's thankful that most of their team's back from COVID. He said obviously a lot of teams are dealing with these types of adversity, but he's just thankful that everyone's back and everyone's starting to get healthy again. He said now that everyone's back, he expects they've had a couple good practices throughout the week, and he expects great things from his team.
Well, as part of that, you lost your senior co-captain, starting center, Olivia McGuire. Big presence rebounding in the paint. 2 for 2 from the line goes Williamson. It is knotted up 2-2. This is Bridget Fleming, cross for Londergan. Londergan takes the 3, it's off the mark, and will find its way out of play. The theme, you can see the student section, far right, Williamson's layup blocked aside. And it's Fleming that has it for the Pirates. The theme of the student section, Jersey Night. Got some classics. I see a couple of old Spoke Bruins jerseys over there.
I have my Bel Air Academy Will Smith jersey on.
Classic.
Yep.
Classic. The 6th man of that team, Alfonso Ribeiro.
I'll tell you what, your knowledge about that show might be a little greater than mine is.
Brundage tosses into Rebecca Ricks. McGuire in for Williamson. Devaney takes the 3 and nails it. First field goal of the game for the Green Wave, 5-2, they lead it. That's a travel on Sierra DeShiro, the senior forward. Tried to hold up, ended up dragging her left foot just a little bit, enough for the call. Ricks with it now for the Green Wave. Williamson from the top of the key, bang!
I have noticed something from the Green Wave. Once they see one shot go in, the whole team starts to feel confident, and then a bunch of shots can start to fall in the hoop. And that's all you really need as a team. Once you see your teammate hit it, everyone can hit it.
Fleming down low, doesn't go. A couple of offensive boards, and eventually that stayed in a lot longer than I thought it did.
It looks like it just didn't want to go out of bounds.
The ref eventually said that Nina Tiani touched the ball after 3 or 4 bounces along the baseline with her foot out of bounds. Devaney gives to Ricks. The Pirates trying to work a full court press early in this one. Williamson finds Brundage. Long 2 off the mark. Pirates with the rebound. It is Londergan. Londergan slows up. And Brundage tips the pass. Ultimately, Tiani winds up with it. Londergan working the rotation with Fleming. To the corner, that was almost another travel. McGuire with the rebound this time, quickly hands off to Ricks. Now Williamson fast break. Lays it up off the glass, no good. McGuire there for the board. Loose ball, and the Green Wave keep it in bounds. Reset for Sarah Devaney. 26 on the shot clock. Devaney finds a lane, lays it up and in. Couple more jerseys make their way into the gym. Here's Williamson in alone, lays it up and in. 12-2 Green Wave, halfway through the first quarter. Timeout on the floor, called by Hull. They have one field goal on the evening. They're trailing the Green Wave by 10. James, what have you seen through the first 4 minutes?
Both plays by the both great play on by the Green Wave on both ends. They played great defense, had caused a few deflections, got a couple steals, caused tough takes at the basket, and shots are falling for them. They've got some great offensive rebounds. I mean, Olivia McGuire, she's been a great rebounder for the Green Wave all season long. And this is definitely the start Coach Norton wanted in his team. Get out to an early 10-0 lead, 12-2 lead, excuse me. And hopefully for the Green Wave, they can continue this.
It's all about building the margins when you can. Green Wave up by 10. I gotta ask, I see a New York Jets jersey walk in.
Oh, I do have to see that. I do see that too.
Who is wearing the Curtis Martin number 28 in green jersey?
So from afar, it looks like it could be hockey defenseman Aiden Powers. That would be my guess. I'll have to have a word with him about wearing a jersey that is a New York Jets jersey of all teams.
I understand it's green, but there's got to be a line here. This is Patriots Nation.
Not sure what that was about, but.
Oh, they might have the broadcast up over there and might have heard us talking.
Yeah, they may have.
Londigan over to Tiani, now Fleming. Finds Emily Punchard fresh into the game. 3-ball, high off glass, no good. Brundage uncontested rebound. Quickly off to Williamson, the young sophomore, showing lots of promise for the Green Wave this season. Brundage tips it in Devaney, and after all of that ping-ponging around, it will be a Pirates basketball. Fleming spinning fouled. Her shot rims out, but she'll be at the line for 2. A couple of jerseys that were out in Springfield for the state championship baseball game. And perhaps one of my favorite new traditions in basketball, especially when Giannis Antetokounmpo steps to the line. They count how many seconds it takes because there is a rule that says you have to shoot within 10.
Yeah, there was a big controversy during the NBA Finals about whether or not he was taking longer than the 10 seconds. So then I think the Phoenix Suns fans definitely took exception to that.
Oh, it was great. I think the highest they ever got was 17. Williamson, 3. Couple bounces off the rim, offensive board. Brundage scoops it out back to Williamson. Now it's McGuire on the far side. Williamson softly in for Devaney. Short jumper, no good. Brundage flies in for the offensive board. Tosses to Devaney again. Short jumper doesn't go. And the Pirates eventually able to come away with it. Punchard with the rebound for Hull. And sliding out now was Tiani. Another unforced turnover for the Pirates.
Yeah, the Pirates have had some errant passes to begin this game, and you know it's fortunate enough for the Green Wave. I mean they've caused some tough passes, and just by having their hands in the lane, and it's just made it difficult for the Hull so far.
Well, talking about players that have been absent for a couple of weeks, Elizabeth Campbell into the lineup for the Green Wave. Williamson long 2 off the mark. Campbell tipping the rebound. That is eventually grabbed by Punchard. Londigan running the point for Hull. Short jumper, good for Amelia Donovan. 12-4. 8-point lead for the Green Wave. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Devaney takes the 3 off the front of the rim. Campbell was contacted on the rebound attempt, no call. too long for Donovan. Eventually able to get it up to Williamson. Seems as though Hull has laid off of their press and have switched to a 2-3 zone. Campbell out to Ricks. Now McGuire takes the jumper. Doesn't go. Lonergan can't corral it and lets it roll out of bounds off of her fingertips.
The big thing for the Green Wave so far for their strong start is the second and third chances they've gotten on, each and every possession it's fields. I mean, they've had great rebounds, offensive rebounds. They just had a second chance where the Hull player knocked it out of bounds, so it's big for them.
Devaney there, another offensive rebound. Her shot didn't go. Hull looking for transition, will not get it, but they'll have possession tapped out by Elizabeth Campbell. 1:14 to go in the first. The Green Wave maintaining an 8-point lead. Shot doesn't go for Hull, brought down by Lucy Peters. 15 on the shot clock. And that resets. Ricks grabs this rebound. Green Wave definitely controlling the boards early in this one.
Yeah, and that's been kind of the theme all season. I mean, they've been a great rebounding team all season.
Williamson, corner three is good.
She can really shoot the ball, I must say. I mean, I've had the opportunity to watch her the past couple years, and she has a really smooth stroke, and it's really impressive.
15-4, 11-point lead for the Green Wave. Another rebound for the Green Wave. McGuire grabs this one up to Campbell. 30 seconds to go. And the Hull Pirates force a turnover. Shot clock off 26.1 for the Pirates to come up with something. Williamson gets in the passing lane and disrupts it enough that it bounces to Olivia McGuire. Devaney bringing it up for the Green Wave. 15 seconds to go in the first. Over to Rebecca Ricks. Back to Sarah Devaney. In for Campbell. Campbell had trouble corralling it. McGuire fighting for it. 3 seconds. It'll be a half-court attempt. And it doesn't go. First quarter has come to an end. The Green Wave looking impressive so far. 15-4, James.
I mean, there's not much. I mean, it's been a perfect start, almost perfect start for the Green Wave on both ends. I mean, allowing 4 points in a quarter is definitely, the goal on defense, and 15 points is definitely a good number for them. So as long as they can continue this pace on both ends of the floor, there's going to be a lot of success for them tonight.
Biggest part of the game for the Green Wave, I think, so far is the rebounding ability, both offensively and defensively. They've prevented Hull from having second chance opportunities, while on the other side of the court getting second, third, fourth chance opportunities with a series of offensive rebounds.
The big thing with offensive rebounds is, then the paint starts to collapse, and that usually brings in some contact and usually sends players to the line. I mean, and another big thing for the Green Wave is they only have one foul in the first quarter, so they've kept Hull off the free throw line, as well as kept the pressure on them on defense and played good, hard, clean defense.
Let's see what else we've got over there for Jersey. I'm kind of curious if they're listening to the broadcast or not. We got Kobe Bryant, that one I saw. Number 24 for those wondering, not number 8. We've got Charlie Coyle, number 13 for the Bruins jersey, the Winter Classic jersey.
I do see Mike Devaney has an interesting jersey. I don't really know what it is, but it's, I don't know, it's like an orange jersey with a monkey on it. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm not really sure what it's from, but.
We'll get some intel during halftime. Offensive foul committed by Lonergan. Called for the contact with Williamson. Now they're going to tag Emily Punchard, I believe, for an illegal screen. Campbell down low to McGuire. Ricks with the layup, doesn't go. Lonergan taps it to Williamson. Finds McGuire, her long two doesn't go. And another rebound for Lonergan.
Nice steal by Sarah Matos there.
And she just lost the handles out of play.
Great read by her, though, to see, the errant pass, the lazy pass. She jumped on it quick and was able to get an opportunity for the Green Wave.
Matos away from the play. Got the legs tangled with Lucy Peters, called for the hold. Might have been able to hear a little bit of that explanation from the referee. Londigan pump fakes from Steph Curry range beyond the arc. Thought the better of it. McGuire grabs the defensive rebound up to Rebecca Ricks. Ricks over to Matos. In for Campbell, wide open in the paint. A little bit too much on the layup attempts, and the Pirates come away with it at least momentarily before Williamson comes up with the steal. Ricks takes the long two off the glass, no good. Tapped out to Matos. Now Williamson takes the three, comes up short. 4 opportunities in the offensive end of the court for the Green Wave there. All while bleeding 45 seconds off of the clock. Ellie Thomas from the JV team is going to come in for the Pirates. Campbell gets possession back off of the tip. Now Ricks to McGuire. Top of the key for Campbell. Now Matos. A Super Mario-esque jumper off the glass and in.
That was an impressive floater. I mean, she had the soft touch on there. Make sure it gets in the hoop, get the Green Wave lead back to 11.
17-6 with just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. I'm going to see Sarah Flanagan and Lacey Brundage for the Green Wave come in. Or rather, that is number 22, Sydney Brundage. Matos running the offense for the Green Wave. The pass is stolen away by Peters. Peters holds up at the three-point line over to Londergan. Now Nina Tiani. Back to Londergan. Tiani drives in, lost it. And that was Flanagan with the loose ball. Up ahead for Fleming. Matos tried the block from behind and got a little bit of contact with the arm. Tiani will be at the line for 2 shots. Back rims out on her first attempt. Tiani goes 0 for 2. McGuire with the rebound. Flanagan. Hard over to Ella Williamson. In for McGuire. Spin shoots, has it blocked by Peters. And the Pirates come away with the ball. Londergan from the top of the key. No good. Offensive board now for Nina Tiani. Back to Londergan.
One thing the Green Wave have done well tonight is keeping Hull out of the paint. I mean, most of their shots have come from behind the arc, and obviously looks like Hull wants to get them inside, and as I say that, they hit a 3.
Londergan with that one, 17-9. The lead cut to 8 for the Green Wave, just about halfway through the second quarter. Matos, Flanagan takes the 3. That is slightly off the mark. The rebound to Punchard, who is running into a whole lot of issues, trying to get around Sydney Brundage, eventually able to. Nina Tiani holds up, ducks under the block from behind, lays it up and in. Timeout on the floor called by Abington. Ricks and Devaney are going to come back in for the Green Wave. The lead cut to 6, 17-11 with 3:52 to go in the second quarter. Gives the student section a much needed break. Is that a Vince Carter Toronto Raptors jersey?
I believe it is. I did see that. I saw it yesterday in school as well as today. I believe it's Connor Pease that's wearing that one. I do have to say I do like that jersey. I'm a big jersey guy, so I give credit where credit's due, and I like that one.
The old school, that one, if you've got the old school NBA jersey collection going, it's that one, Tim Duncan Spurs, let's see, Shaq on the Orlando Magic.
I do like the Shaq. I've seen a few of those recently.
Are classic.
Yeah, that's a very popular one. I will notice one of the leaders of the fan section, Ryan Tobin, who led the football fan section, doesn't have a jersey on. So I mean,
what's up with that? He doesn't have the green suit on either.
He doesn't. He's a new person, I guess. I'll have to talk to him about that one too, about how he thinks he's above the law.
You can catch Mr. Tobin in action, as well as the rest of the Green Wave hockey team tomorrow night. Just before 6 p.m. tip-off over at the Rockland Ice Rink. We'll have that one for you live on youtube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live. We thank you for joining us for this game and every game, all levels here in the gym, and varsity hockey over at the Rockland Ice Rink. If you missed one of our live broadcasts, want to watch a game again, catch some other ACAM programming, abingtoncam.tv, the place to go for on-demand video, live streams of our cable access channels, bulletin board information, and more. Give us a follow across social media as well. Abington Cam 02351. Short jumper off the front of the rim, didn't get enough height for Emily Punchard. The Green Wave with yet another rebound. Ricks over to Devaney. Devaney works her way in. Bad angle through contact. Ball tipped out off of Hull, and the Green Wave will retain possession. So Olivia McGuire is going to come back in. She will replace Sarah Flanagan. Last second timeout before the inbounds pass called by Hull. 2:38 to go in the second. Green Wave maintain an 8-point lead.
The first time these teams played earlier this season, I believe it was the first game of the year, they played up in Hull. The Green Wave won by 3. It was a close one, 32-29. So it's shaping up to be a similar game. The Green Wave have had great defense all season, so it's shaping up to be a similar game for them. How they only allowed 29 points, and they've only allowed 11 points thus far. So the Green Wave definitely doing what they're best at, what their strong suit is, and that's play defense.
A lot of blocks, a lot of steals, and a heck of a lot of offensive and defensive rebounds for the Green Wave tonight, as they have really controlled all three aspects of the floor. We've actually got double barrel action for you live on YouTube tomorrow. Not only will we be live from over at the Rockland Ice Rink for the Green Wave against the Sachems of Middleborough High School, we will be live here from the gym at almost the exact same time, 6:30 tip-off. The Silver Lake Lakers come to town to face the Green Wave boys basketball team. The pass from Devaney intended for Williamson flies into the end wall out of play. 2:31 to go in the second quarter. It's 19-11, the Green Wave up by 8. The press on. Londigan commits a travel.
There was a lot of contact there, but I do have to say I do like the no call. I thought it was a lot of contact both ways, and letting them play it out is definitely the right call in my opinion.
Williamson to inbound for Abington, finds Devaney. Over to Ricks. To the corner for Williamson, turns on the jets to get there and grabs the pass one-handed. Now hawks up the three from the corner, and it's good!
I'll tell you, the arc on that shot, it feels like it was up near the banners.
That was almost at the ceiling.
But it's not how, it's how many.
This one bounces 15 times off the rim and out. Green Wave ball. As proclaimed by Kobe Bryant, number 24. We've also got Jason Tatum in attendance tonight.
Do we? This is definitely one of my favorite themes. I love to see the different types of jerseys, and I find it interesting, you know, how they get. I see a Darren Sproles jersey as well, New Orleans Saints.
I was wondering who that was for the Saints.
Yeah, that is the that's worn by Green Wave bench hero for the baseball team, Owen Haggerty.
Owen Haggerty, the holder of the most ridiculous walk-off I've ever seen.
I will have to agree. I was down on the baseball field. I said, "Who hit that?" Someone said Owen Haggerty. I was like, "That's a Green Wave historic moment."
Coach Paraxlis puts him in. Pressure time, bottom of the 7th inning. For his first at bat of the entire season, and he hits a walk-off inside the park home run to win it over. Who was it? It was either Cohasset or Hall.
I'm not sure who it was.
Might have been Cohasset.
And I remember Owen and I, we joke. I say he batted 1,000 with a home run.
Batted 1,000 with one home run on the entire season. Block called now, 1:27 to go in the second period. Green Wave extending the lead back to 12, 23 to 11. Although I was attempting to guess the theme before I knew what it was this morning. Good possession forced by Matos. Very nicely done, and the Green Wave will take over. Knowing that it's about -17 wind chill today, I thought it was going to be beach theme.
I actually do have to agree. That would be a great theme. That, or if you go do a beach theme at the Rock and Rink, that would also be a good theme, considering how cold it is.
It's supposed to be just about this cold tomorrow.
I'm definitely not looking forward to
if
that.
the student section's looking for any ideas. Beach theme at Rockland Ice Rink tomorrow. Fleming stutter steps all the way in and lost the handles. Hull will retain possession with 1:07 to go in the first half. Corner long two, no good. McGuire through contact on the rebound. It pops out off of Londergan. Well, they're going to say off of McGuire or Ricks down low. They changed the call. Hull will have the ball. 19 on the shot clock for them. Londergan takes the three. It is off the back of the rim and out. Sarah Matos with the rebound. Meadows pass to the corner for McGuire, tipped. Green Wave able to get it back. Now Brundage over to Ricks for three. No good. Two Pirates collide on the rebound attempt. It rolls out of the hands of Lucy Peters off the back of the leg of Tiani and out of play. Abington ball with 40 seconds even to go. Ricks long into the top of the key for Matos. Exactly a 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ricks and Matos going back and forth a half a dozen times, and Brundage commits to travel with 20 and a half seconds to go. Devon is going to come back in. Which replaces Williamson. Shot clock off for Hull. Their last second sub is Sierra DeShiro. DeShiro comes in for Ellie Thomas. To the corner, the long two doesn't go, and a foul on the rebound attempt. DeShiro had it well over her head. the hold called on Sarah Meadows. An interesting argument from head coach Dan Dahill from Hull, saying that was in the act of shooting.
I do have to say I do agree with him. I mean, the call could have gone either way because it did look like a catch and shoot, but it also did look like a rebound. So it's just a judgment call at that point.
Well, the Green Wave have a couple fouls to give here as time winds down in the second. Williamson's going to come back in. This is Lucy Peters at the line for 2. Hits her first. The Abington lead stands at 11. Ricks, Campbell, Williamson, and McGuire in for the rebound, along with DeShiro and Punchard for Hull. Lane violation is called on Punchard. The shot waved off. Green Wave will have the opportunity for the last shot. Ricks has it with 5 seconds. Now 3. Ricks finds Campbell. Her 3 at the buzzer doesn't go. The first half has come to an end. It's an 11-point lead for the Green Wave, 23-12, James.
Still, it's very similar to the first quarter. I feel the Green Wave controlled the tempo both offensively and defensively. Definitely what Coach Norton was hoping for to start this game. And now the number one task is finish the game, and hopefully for the Green Wave they can do that and come out victorious.
Well, we're going to reset the board, 23-12 at halftime. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you third quarter action right after this. Hello and welcome back into the gymnasium here on the campus of Abington High School for second half action between the South Shore League rivals, the Hull Pirates and the Abington Green Wave. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, joined alongside tonight by the one, the only Dr. James Madden. That's the official nickname. Came up with it the other night during the hockey game, and Mr. Madden approves, so it is Dr. James from now on.
It does have a nice ring to it.
We'll see if the student section that was for the entire duration of the halftime yelling and screaming to get your attention will pick up on the new nickname. Ryan Tobin now doing 1 push-up for every point the Green Wave have scored so far.
It looks like Coach Paraxos isn't having it, though.
Coach Paraxos says, listen, keep the workouts in the workout room, in the weight room. The gym is not here for that. Good crowd of kids over there.
It's great to see them all coming out. I mean, it's always tough to have a huge fan section for both teams because the boys and girls usually play on the same night, but now the girls get their fan section, so it's great to see.
Wide diversity of the jerseys in attendance. We've seen we get Vince Carter, Toronto Raptors, Curtis Martin on the Jets. That's unacceptable. We're going to have a word with, you said that's Mr. Powers?
It is, I believe so.
We get Darren Sproles on the Saints, Charlie Coyle Bruins, among many others. We've got a Gonzaga jersey on Eddie Riley.
I do see a Tyler Hero jersey as well on Jack Robbins.
A lot of diversity in the choice of jerseys tonight. Very impressive.
It is, I would have to agree.
The score is 24-12, Abington on top by exactly 12. Williamson leading the way for the Green Wave, throws up another 3, in and out. Ricks with the offensive board. McGuire will take the 3 and nails it.
Offensive rebounds leading to kickouts are statistically one of the best chances of hitting a 3. And I remember the Villanova basketball team, they're big on that, getting an offensive rebound and kicking it out. Just you get so much space and so much room for an open shot, and Olivia McGuire made Hull pay for that one.
Meanwhile, Hull trying to answer with a 3 of their own. It doesn't go. Londrigan comes away with the loose ball eventually now. Tiani to Londrigan, long 3 is good.
Guys, pass the ball.
27-15, 12-point lead for the Green Wave. McGuire in the corner, in for Ricks, and Londrigan comes away with the loose ball. Londigan going back and forth with Tiani. Tiani underhanded finger roll, bounces out. Ricks with the rebound for the Green Wave. Long pass up to Williamson. Williamson takes the contact. The shot doesn't go, but she'll be at the line for 2.
A lot of people, when they go up on those types of contested fast breaks, tend to fade off and don't embrace the contact, but she did the exact opposite. She went up strong, embraced the contact, gave herself a chance to go to the line and get the basket. Unfortunately, she didn't get the N1, but she is at the line for 2 shots.
Good on her first attempt to bring the Green Wave lead to 13. Two for 2 goes Williamson. The last second alphabet scream from the contingent of Hull fans in attendance didn't work. In fact, they turned the ball over into their own bench. The Green Wave take back possession and a chance to extend the lead. Ricks to the corner for Williamson. Feathered in for McGuire, and a travel calls on Olivia McGuire. Rotation over to Lonergan. She'll take the deep 3. Rims out. McGuire gets the rebound over to Shiro. Now it's Devaney pushed from behind. Shiro called for the foul already. The third committed by Hull in the first 3 minutes of the second half. Well, one of the best parts of Green Wave Athletics, I'm sure everybody is in agreement, is exactly how supportive you guys are of your classmates on other teams. You take a quick glance over at the student section tonight. You've got Connor Pease, Ryan Tobin, Eddie Riley. I think I see, do I see Deshaun over there somewhere?
You do, as well as Antoine Graham.
Antoine
I
Graham's
believe
over there.
most of the boys' basketball team is here to support the girls. Because unfortunately, we don't get the opportunity to watch the girls because we're usually playing on the same night. So luckily, we're able to be here.
A lot of baseball kids. Owen Haggerty's in attendance. Lonergan comes up with the steal.
That is one thing I do have to say. I think we do just about as the best in the South Shore League is just having the energy. Every sport, I feel. I mean, during the football games, we never normally really had a football fan section until this year. But this senior class really does have a special type of support for each other, and it's great to see.
We got some very memorable shots of really both the games against Rockland, both the regular season game, Coach Kell's 500th game, and then the Super Bowl at Gillette Stadium. Numerous memorable shots of Mr. Tobin wearing his all-green suit and top hat.
Now that suit is currently hung up in Mrs. McHugh's English room to pay homage to the great season the Green Wave had and the great season the fan section had.
I was wondering what happened to that. I figured it was in a display case somewhere.
Yeah, he said he doesn't really think anybody can wear it like he did, so he thought he should retire it.
That's true.
He is a true Green Wave superfan. Now he's doing great things on the ice for the Green Wave hockey team.
Senior captain of the Green Wave ice hockey team, Ryan Tobin. Also the starting center fielder on the baseball team. Williamson, corner 3, high arc, doesn't go.
Oh, that's a foul!
Lonergan gets tied up with Williamson, fighting for her own rebound. Fundamental basketball following your shot.
Exactly. I mean, there's been a lot of open lanes following shots that have found the shooter tonight. Just often a lot of offensive rebounds still to this point in the game for the Green Wave.
McGuire taps it to Sydney Brundage. Green Wave up 12, 3:14 to go in the third quarter. Rebecca Ricks slowing things up for Abington. Williamson in for McGuire. Spinning shot is blocked down. Now it is Christina Orpen's, the sophomore guard.
That was great defense by sophomore Rebecca Ricks there, going straight up, not giving him much contact, much of a call, and just getting the block.
Orpen driving baseline. Finds her way out the other side. Now Londigan takes the open three. Back rims out. McGuire with the uncontested board up to Williamson looking for transition. Brundage off the glass, no good. Williamson the rebound. Now Brundage with an offensive board. And it eventually ping-pongs its way back into the hands of the Hull Pirates. A lot of chaos on the floor right now. Londigan takes a short jumper, doesn't go. Ricks with the rebound and offensive. As the shoulder went into Orpen. Campbell comes in for the Green Wave, replacing Sydney Brundage. I think I see, glancing over back at the student section, I think I see starting goaltender and catcher Spencer Merrick in attendance wearing his baseball jersey.
I will say he does both of those positions very well.
He is phenomenal, both on the diamond and at the rink.
It seems, he's a goalie and a catcher. It seems he just likes, to be the one making the play. He just likes things flying at him, I guess. And
listen, you couldn't convince me to stare down an 80-mile-an-hour slap shot from anybody.
You couldn't convince me to do it either. That's why I play basketball.
It's a lot of equipment being schlepped around by his parents, I'm sure, over the years.
Exactly. I will say I do know that, especially goalie equipment, I can't imagine it's cheap.
Well, goalie equipment, catcher's gear, ain't cheap. It isn't easy to keep clean.
Exactly.
Devaney off the rotation finds Campbell. Williamson in the corner, bounces back to Campbell, who rips it away. Dual possession is called, and Hull will take over. Green Wave hockey team coming off a 6-2 victory down at the Bridgewater Ice Arena against the West East Bridgewater Co-op. They're back in action against the Sachems of Middleborough tomorrow night, just before 6 o'clock. 3-on-1 for the Green Wave. Williamson takes the contact from behind, no foul. McGuire picks up the loose trash at the top of the key. Williamson launches the three, and that's off the front of the rim. Now Devaney taps the rebound down, dual possession, and the Green Wave will have it this time.
There's been a lot of contact on both ends of the floor so far in this quarter, and there hasn't been many. There's combined 6 foul calls between both teams. I feel like there could be a lot more. On Ella Williamson, it looks like the Pirates got away with one.
Now travel called off the rebound to Emily Puncher. The Green Wave retained possession. In comes Amelia Donovan, the junior. She will replace Bridget Fleming. Three is good. It was Devaney far side.
I believe that's her second or third three, and she's done a good job shooting the ball to answer back.
Meanwhile, Lucy Peters hits one for Hull from the far corner. Campbell through contact, no call. Offensive board, Don Ari for the Pirates. It bounces out to Williamson. Williamson's got McGuire streaking in alone. McGuire lays it up and in.
I will say, with her running down the floor, it's awfully difficult to block that shot. I believe she's the tallest one on the floor. And it's definitely, when she gets it up there near the rim, it's almost impossible to block it.
15 seconds to go, shot clock off. The Green Wave lead is 12. Coach Dan Norton with the most interesting play call I've seen in quite some time. The good old John Cena, you can't see me.
I will say I do like that signal from them.
It finds its way up the court where Fleming has it, or Tiani rather. 4 seconds, now 2. Deep three will not go for Hull. The third quarter has come to an end, 34-22, James. The Green Wave retained their 12-point lead.
That quarter, they had a slow start to the third quarter, but as the final 2 minutes, they played the way they've been playing all game, which has just been dominant on both ends, forcing steals, forcing turnovers, and some shots started to fall for them, and it's good to see them, their lead still double digits at 12 points. Hopefully they can continue the same pace and finish this one out.
Another quick scan of the jerseys in the student section. I believe that I see Megatron. Is that Calvin Johnson?
So I do see the Lions jersey. I think it's Kerryon Johnson, former running back.
Kerryon Johnson.
It's Patrick Cummings. I know he's a huge Auburn Tigers fan. Kerryon Johnson, great running back for the Auburn Tigers. And I believe that that's who that jersey is. It looked a little small on him, but
A little small. The Lions, who have, I mean, my apologies to anyone who has the misfortune of being a Lions fan out there, but they've got one of the worst jerseys in the league, at least the one that he's wearing, the white on gray. As a broadcaster, is so incredibly hard to see and try to call out the numbers.
They don't really have much going for them. They have bad jerseys and just, frankly, a bad team.
Bad team, bad owners.
I do like Dan Campbell, although I don't think he's a good coach. I like his personality. So they have that going for them.
Some interesting moves in the NFL world that we'll get to at some point. Speaking of the Jets and Giants earlier, they retained Coach Joe Judge, but made the strange move of firing their general manager, Dave Gettleman.
If anything, I thought they should do both, get rid of both of them, but I'm surprised Joe Judge stayed there, but I guess to each his own. I think I heard the players really liked him, so I guess the players outweighed the owner, and they decided to give him another shot.
Meanwhile, the shock, at least as all the analysts are calling it, the shock of the offseason, the Dolphins parting ways with Brian Flores. I don't think that's much of a shock.
I do agree. I mean, it could have gone either way. It depends how you look at it. I think he's a great coach, and I'm hoping the Patriots get him back at some point. So,
I think he's a great coach. I think he was wronged in Miami. They should have given him at least one more year.
I agree.
But they say that his relationship with Tua and Dave Grier, the GM down there, was deteriorating. So after back-to-back winning seasons, Brundage, how about this? Fighting on the floor for the dual possession.
I believe it's the Green Wave. They have the possession arrow, so they get the ball back. That's very big from her.
Back in.
Get the ball back. I mean, she's had some great hustle plays. She's had great rebounds, great defense for the Green Wave today. So definitely doing just what the Green Wave has done all season, just hustle for every loose ball.
Green Wave slowing up the pace here. Sarah Matos to the corner for Ricks. Her three is off the mark. Brundage offensive board and another. And eventually Hull comes away with it. This is Peters. Now Tiani to Lonergan. Peters takes the three. Doesn't go. Offensive board for Haley Lonergan. And Tiani fouled on her drive in. So, the surprising question of the century. Didn't think we'd ever be having this discussion. In your eyes, who is the greatest NBA player of all time?
This is gonna be a bit of a controversy, but I'm going with the old school pick, Michael Jordan.
Going with Michael Jordan. I've seen this debated more times than I can count, that Steph Curry is up there with Michael Jordan.
I love Steph Curry, but I wouldn't go that far. I mean, Michael Jordan was just a freak, really, in what it comes down to. I mean, he has 6 rings. I've made this argument before. I don't agree with it, but it's definitely, I feel like it should get more of an argument than it does. Bill Russell with his 11 rings.
He's got 11 rings.
I mean, going based off hardware, it's hard to argue against him, but I still have to go with the old school pick of Michael Jordan.
Now, I differentiate because going into the last couple years, Michael Jordan was the best overall player in the history of the association. But I had Ray Allen as the greatest three-point shooter in the association. I think that title has been taken by Steph Curry.
My brother and I, we always used to have arguments. He's a big Ray Allen fan and doesn't really like Steph Curry, and I like Ray Allen, but I've always argued for Steph Curry.
Williamson nails the 3.
Speaking of Steph Curry.
Speaking of, 37-25, the lead back to 12, courtesy of Ella Williamson.
She's done a great job shooting the ball tonight, like always. I mean, she's a great free throw shooter, great outside shooter, and she continues to knock down three-pointers at a consistent rate.
So my argument for Steph Curry being the greatest three-point shooter of all time is as follows. When you've got someone who changes the way the game is played, they're in the greatest of all time discussion. Michael Jordan changed the way the game of basketball was played. So did Larry Bird. So did Shaq. So did Kobe. They're all up there in the conversation. Steph Curry has changed the way the game of basketball has been played. You have to guard this man at half court because he can nail one from anywhere on the floor. Ray Allen, as much as I liked him, and I did like him a little bit less when he signed with Miami, didn't change the way the game of basketball was played. He was exceptionally good at shooting threes, but he didn't change the way the game was played. Steph Curry has.
I remember a game with Steph Curry. They were playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, and there was like 2 seconds left on the clock. They were down 2. And he shot a shot from probably 38 feet at the buzzer to win the game, and I was thinking to myself, how is that possible?
And he's done that routinely throughout his career. Devaney, short jumper is good. Londrigan looking for Tiani far side. Instead rotates to the far side and runs into some defense from Williamson, who forces the turnover to Brundage. Now the Green Wave slowly up court, 4:43 to go in the fourth quarter. McGuire spinning in the paint, has it tipped out. Williamson comes flying in baseline. Devaney's 3 doesn't go. Follows her shot in, now McGuire. Out to Matos. She's got Williamson open far side wing. Matos takes the deep 3, no good. Londrigan high off glass and in. Devaney. Matos at the top of the key. Back to Sarah Devaney. Bounces in for McGuire. Her jumper doesn't go. And the rebound to Lucy Peters. Devaney gives to Matos as the Green Wave settle down the pace. 11-point lead now for Abington. 39-28, 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. McGuire gets blocked, gets her own rebound, puts it up, and is fouled on the putback attempt. More of those second, third, fourth, fifth opportunity chances for the Green Wave.
That's been pretty much the name of the game so far tonight. I mean, the Pirates haven't really done that great of a job keeping them off the glass. I mean, it's really hard to get stops when The Green Wave are getting third, fourth chances each time. I mean, Olivia McGuire, she's been a great rebounder, not only for the team, just in the South Shore League the past couple years, just with her tall frame and her ability to just get up there and get the rebound.
Lead back to 12 as McGuire hits her second attempt. Another unforced turnover on the part of the Pirates. Ricks comes back in for Matos. Williamson, deep three off the back of the rim. Rebound tapped out by Devaney. It will be a Hull ball. Timeout on the floor, 3:03 to go. The lead is at 12 for Abington, 40-28. As they look to close this one out. 3:03 to go in the fourth quarter. We again want to thank you for watching this game and every game, every level of play here from the gymnasium, live on the networks of Abington Community Access and Media, youtube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live. Been with us for the better part of 2 years now, hopefully well into the future, but without the masks. We'll be double barrel action for you tomorrow night, both here from the gym at 6:30. The Green Wave boys basketball team will take on the Silver Lake Lakers. And from over at Rockland Ice Rink just before 6 p.m., puck drop between the Middleborough Sachems and the Abington Green Wave.
The fan section very rowdy with the Green Wave up 12 late in the fourth quarter.
The fan section never quits. It could be a blowout, and the fan section will be just as loud as they were at the beginning of the game.
That's the dedication the Green Wave faithful have.
Peters, couple bounces off the rim and in. Lead cut to 10. Rick slowly bring it up for the Green Wave. Finds Devaney. Now Brundage with a lot of space. McGuire, long two is good.
The Green Wave have done a really great job tonight shooting it from the outside as well. I mean, I think every girl on the team has done, at least most of the girls on the team have done at least one shot from the outside, whether it's a three or a mid-range two. So they've done a great job shooting the ball.
Christina Orpin splitting the D for Hull, and a nice underhanded finger roll finds its way in. We cross the 2-minute mark. 42-32, Green Wave up by 10. Corner three, no good. Orpin with the rebound for the Pirates. Her floater doesn't go. Devaney found McGuire, now Ricks. Brundage can't chase it down in the corner. The Pirates will take over with 1:38 to go. Londigan, three, off the mark. Offensive board. Londigan winds her way back out. Hands to Orpin. Williamson taps it out. Loose ball, Orpin gets it back. Takes the deep three, that is well short and out of bounds. Green Wave ball with 1:12 to go. Ricks gets around her defender Tiani. Now Brundage on the baseline, finds McGuire for the long two, doesn't go. Gets her own rebound, now Devaney. Ricks resets at the top of the key. Under a minute to go, 50 seconds in the fourth quarter. Devaney commits the travel. She took an extra step trying to float it up into the paint for Ricks. It's a Kawhi Leonard jersey over there as well.
Oh, I do see that one.
For which team, though?
I believe it's the Clippers.
Brundage gets in the passing lane and gets a steal. Foul committed by Christina Orpin. Jimmy Butler on the Miami Heat, the Miami Vice jerseys.
That wasn't really a favorite of many, but I like those jerseys. A lot of people said they didn't really like the colorway of it, but
The pink, neon blue, and black is a very, very clean look. I like how bold it is, and it definitely works in the jersey. Now, I hate the Miami Heat,
yeah, I'm not a huge fan either.
but that is a good jersey. I'll give credit where credit is due.
I've always been a huge fan of the alternative, or I think they're called the city jerseys now. I've always been a huge fan of those because it's just
I don't like the Celtics one. I'm not a big fan of the Celtics version of
I do
those.
have to agree, it's kind of like plain. I think the big thing with those is how much they stand out. The Celtics, I think it just says Boston.
Yeah, that's about it. It says
Yeah.
Boston. There's a very faint outline of the Boston skyline. Orpin grabs the rebound. Shot clock off. 15 seconds to go. 11-point lead for the Green Wave, 43-32. Lonergan with 5 seconds to go. Lost the handles. Diving down, dual possession. Good work by Ricks. Hull will inbound with a second and a half to go. It'll be a catch and shoot for the Pirates. They're going to call it timeout with 1.5 seconds to left. Why? Well, I'm not really sure. The next shot is not going to be worth the 11 points you need to tie the game up, and you've only got a second and a half to launch it. So we'll take this stoppage to talk about our impact player of the games. James, who do you have?
There's definitely a lot of players that could go. I mean, Ella Williamson, she had a great game. Olivia McGuire had a great game. But I'm going to go Sarah Devaney. I mean, she played great defense for the Green Wave. She had a lot of hustle plays. I mean, she was shooting from, I believe she had 2 threes as well as a couple mid-range shots. So she played consistently and played real well on both ends. I mean, it's definitely a tough choice because so many girls on the team played well, which obviously led to their victory. But I'm going to have to go Sarah Devaney.
I agree. I think you could split 3 ways between Williamson, McGuire, Devaney. I think I'm going to McGuire just because of the way that the amount of rebounds that McGuire had impacted the outcome of this game. 43-32, the buzzer has sounded, so that is our final score. The Green Wave victor. Well, we have a last second. I don't know what's going on. There was a last second technical foul, but they're not going to shoot. All right, a crazy ending. The final score, 43-32. There you have it. Sarah Devaney, Dr. James Madden's player of the game, Olivia McGuire, Mad Dog's player of the game. James, your final thoughts on an interesting affair between the South Shore League rivals, the Hull Pirates, and the Abington Green Wave.
It was a great game on both ends, like I've said. The Green Wave really controlled it from the opening tip. They jumped out to an early 12-2 lead, and it was kind of smooth sailing from there. They had a slow start to the third quarter, but other than that, they played as the better team tonight, and hopefully they can continue this into the next game.
Well, Abington victorious. Again, the final score, 43-32 over the Hull Pirates. I want to thank you for watching Abington Community Access and Media in this broadcast. Again, we'll be back at it tomorrow night here from the gym at 6:30 over at the Rockland Ice Rink just before 6. A big league game as the Sachems come to town to face Spencer Merrick and the Green Wave hockey team. Until then, on behalf of my broadcast partner, Dr. James Madden, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.